Today I'm here with Stormwater Manager Max Sestili in front of Weyerhaeuser, which is located at the corner of Woodfin and Whittington Avenues.
Correct.
Welcome, Max.
Thank you.
We're going to talk a bit about rain gardens. What
That's
a
right.
great topic. And some of you may be nodding knowingly, having already noticed the rain gardens that have been in place either at the city's family park or the 24-hour recycling drop-off center.
That's right.
But here we're talking today about a particular rain garden with a particular mission, and how does it tie into the concept of low impact development?
Right. Well, low impact development is a huge movement now in a lot of municipalities and cities. And what we're talking about really is how do we allow development to continue while minimizing negative effects on the environment. And if we think of stormwater as one major environmental issue, as we continue to increase hard surfaces, rooftops, streets, sidewalks, that kind of thing, when it rains, we get a lot of sheet flow. Instead of the water percolating back into the ground, the aquifer, it just sheet flows over the streets or rooftops and picks up all kind of toxins, debris, cups, cigarette butts, you name it, and it goes straight into our storm sewer system. With a rain garden, what we do in essence is create a stormwater treatment facility. So as the rainwater percolates through this rain garden, it's being filtered of all of its chemicals and all of the floatable debris that might be in it, but also it acts as a detention facility. So it detains the water so that it's not overpowering our stormwater sewer system, which, as you know, can't be upgraded every time we want to see a new development come in.
So it's highly functional as well as being
Absolutely.
attractive.
It's attractive too, that's the extra bonus.
Now, how is a rain garden constructed?
It's pretty simple, and they're all the same. Now, the one we have here is a little bit unique. It's called a bump out rain garden because it bumps out of the edge of the curb at the street. But they're all very similar. What you do is you excavate down. Ours, for example, is 36 inches, 3 feet deep. And then we fill the bottom half of that, 18 inches, with rock. We cover that rock with a landscape fabric and then cover that with another 18 inches of a soil combination of sand, mulch, and a sandy loam type topsoil. So we want to give that these plants a really nice bedding to grow in. And then we top that off with either mulch or rocks, and we plant our plants.
Which happen to look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of plants, is the choice of plants important in a rain garden?
It is. I think the main thing is most plants are going to do the filtration that we need and thrive in these environments, but what you want to consider is what is native to Arkansas and to your local area or your growing zone. You really don't want to buy plants that you have to do too much fertilization or maintenance on. You want plants that are naturally going to thrive in this environment without any kind of a hands-on maintenance all the time.
I think people are more and more aware of locally grown plants,
Right.
fruits, vegetables, so that's very important in a rain garden.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about Stormwater's plan to reduce flooding downtown
Yes.
using rain garden
Absolutely.
concepts?
This is something we're really excited about. As I mentioned, the rain garden acts as a detention facility. So it actually takes a volume of rainwater and stores it, and it fills up and slowly releases it into the storm sewer system. And in doing so, we eliminate some of the flooding you can imagine. So our plan is to pepper these things around the Whittington and Park Avenue areas, and any opportunity we can get, we're going to pop one of these in. And you can imagine as we build these up, the volume of water that we'll be able to detain will make an impact on our flooding and kind of mitigate some of the flooding that we have downtown.
How cool it would be to see that develop downtown.
Absolutely. And once again, as you said, it'll beautify at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, another unique aspect of this rain garden is it's a public-private partnership.
That's right.
You might want to mention who our private partner
That's right.
is.
Weyerhaeuser Corporation has been nice enough to volunteer to maintain this garden. So it was constructed by the Stormwater Division. We had the Parks Department plant the plants, and now Weyerhaeuser is going to do the perpetual maintenance on the garden. And it's just a wonderful public-private partnership and a first of its kind for Hot Springs.
And there's some great signage that explains all about it.
That's right. That's right. And a diagram that'll explain and exactly show you how this thing is constructed.
And speaking of how to, can anybody construct a rain garden at home?
Yes. It does not have to be this intricate. It doesn't have to have the concrete curbing that you'll see. It really can be just a depression that you build in your yard. Maybe you guide your downspouts from the house to it. Beautify. You can plant butterfly type plants into it and attract butterflies and their larvae. There's just all kind of possibilities with these rain gardens.
You've definitely got me started thinking about my own lawn.
Yes.
That is so neat. So if people want to ask about if they have questions about rain gardens, how to construct them, or what your future plans are, how can they contact you?
Sure, well, you can call me directly at 321-6773, or also we have this online now, some directions and diagrams on how to construct your own rain garden at www.cityhs.net.
Our own city website. Well, thank you, Max, for explaining today about this lovely rain garden in front of
welcome.
Weyerhaeuser. So
Happy
when
to do
you
it.
round the corner, make sure that you take note of it next time
do.
you're downtown. Next week, we'll bring you more city news.